Hello everyone, Cranny here. Today I wanted to show off my new stand-up electric counterbalance forklift in Scrap Mechanic. It has about 1,000 block concrete 3 counterweight, and so it's able to lift a pretty good amount. And it can raise pallets about 32 blocks in the air, a little more, if I remember right. The general look of this is based off of the Crown RC series forklifts with the paint job and all. But, you know, any stand-up forklift is going to look similar. You can rotate the wheel here, steer it. By default, it is equipped with counter steer, because it's what I'm used to. But you could change it pretty easily if you wanted. You get 1 and 2 to raise the forks. 3 will tilt. I would give this more of an analog function for tilt, but it's not that necessary. Then you get left and right movement. You can see the steering mechanism there. That's controlled with 2 electric motors. And you can also hear the ticking sound, which you would hear if using an actual electric lift like this. Let's pull a pallet off the steel here. You can see the forks lower very slowly, which I was able to achieve through duplicating a lot of the pistons, as well as having the rate at which they turn on and off be fairly slow. The way it works pretty much uses pistons at the top and pistons at the bottom, and they toggle. One is on, the other's off, and then it switches so the other's on and the other one is off. That way the height of the forks themselves don't move up and down and, you know, jitter or anything like that. This is the maximum lifting height. You can see it's a good ways above the steel there. Could easily get it on the rack, but you probably wouldn't be able to stack something on top of another pallet that's up there. But that's also only if you hold it, because the height that it'll go to at the max isn't quite represented what it'll stay at if you aren't holding the lift button. But it works quite well. It's a bit of a challenge trying to maneuver the thing, just due to how you can't really get like analog movement for the electric motor that powers it, and the steering, you know, you don't get that tactility. But it does work, and it's quite cool. You can see that it has quite long forks on it. It's not realistic, but I do it to maximize the amount of friction that it has with the pallets. Because, you know, there's just not great friction between the two, and so you have to maximize it if you can, or else pallets will just go flying everywhere. I'll slot it in on the right here. Yeah, that seems good. But I'm quite happy with this forklift and how it's turned out. I think it looks really nice, and it works quite well. I have the electric motor powering the rear wheels here, which are what steer, which isn't, you know, realistic, but it's the only practical way to do this in the game. Then the fronts just aren't controlled by anything, they're free spinning. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can go download the creation on the workshop. Thank you for watching.